Hello, Leo. Welcome to Dawn Williams Tarot. My name's Dawn. If you are new to my channel, I welcome you. I would hope that you would subscribe to this channel to add your beautiful energy to this community. I am trying to grow, after all. And the more of you that join me, the more energy that we use as a collective to bring in stronger energies through these readings. How are you doing? How was your October? My October was good. My Halloween was very low key. I had mentioned in my readings that I try not to add any energy to that holiday specifically. So I spent a great deal of time just low key, enjoying my space, working on jigsaw puzzles, doing meditation. And I had completed all of my November readings for each of the signs right prior to Halloween and released those so that you would have that information for you. However, during the day of Halloween, I actually got more insight as to some of the things that we're working on for this month as a collective. We do have the new moon on November the 13th. That moon will be in Scorpio. I believe there is a heightened energetic of Scorpio specifically on that new moon. I will probably put more of that information into my next video for you so that you're aware of that. Another thing that Spirit talked to me about, there was actually quite a few messages that Spirit shared with me that I was supposed to share with you. And you can do with this information whatever makes the most sense, okay? So the first was, we are really working through a time of trust and surrender for this month. So what does that mean? So trust, we all understand what trust is. You trust that the person that you love has always got your back, right? You trust that, your friends are going to be honest with you. You trust certain things, right? Well, we also have a deep trust in a lot of our personal belief system. And what Spirit showed me was that that trust is going to come into question in the month of November and the month of December, because a lot more information is going to surface that has been hidden from us for a very long time. And because of that, it is going to cause a lot of us to really question our personal beliefs. So there is a trust there that is going to be coming up for you to really look at, right? So they gave me the example of, we have certain belief systems that we were taught as children. You can look at it like, the story of Santa Claus and the story of the Easter Bunny. Like, we were told all these stories as children to get us all hyped up. But then as we got older, we realized that those were not really true stories. And it's kind of the same thing, but on a much deeper level. So some of the information that may be surfacing for you may be things that question your religious beliefs. Some of it is going to be about questioning our history as a humanity, because more and more information will be surfacing about that. And so one of the things that Spirit shared with me is the way for you to gauge when these things come up that kind of feel as though the rug's being pulled out from underneath you is to, whatever this new information that's coming in, to decide whether or not that information is accurate for you, is you really need to go within and practice that discernment, right? And how you can know whether or not something is true for you is how you feel about it inside. We are feeling beings. We are electromagnetic feeling beings. And if it doesn't feel right, then that right there is a red flag. Spirit has always said that now moving forward, that we really need to trust that inner knowing, that inner guidance. Sometimes it's just that gut feeling connected to your heart space. Does it pass both of those? Does it feel good in your gut? Does it feel good in your heart? Then you can actually look at it through your mind, right? Because your mind has the personality, has the ego, it has all of those things that want to block, that doesn't want to believe, that wants to put up the wall between you and whatever this is for protection. But Spirit says that if you go within, and if it passes the gut and the heart, then you can look at it intellectually and see how to integrate that. Okay. The idea of the surrender portion is the idea that you can surrender those deep-seated belief systems, surrender, so that what happens is that frees up your energy, right? It frees up your energy if you're able to surrender, allow those things to come in and feel. You got to feel at this point, right? How does it make you feel? One of the questions that I happened to come across right after I got all this information, I was listening to Lee Harris. Lee Harris is a channeler who channels the Z's, a group of beings that he's been channeling for over 20 years. He does have a YouTube channel. You can check him out. His information is really spot on. It's really good. I've been following him for quite a long time. And every month he does like this free energy update on his channel on YouTube. And he basically gives you, these are the things that we're working through as a humanity each month. And you can tap into that and see how it relates to you. But this last one that he did for the month of November is just right after I had gotten out of this meditation space. And he made a comment in his message to us for the month of November. He says, are we feeling our feelings, or are we aiming our wounds? And I really had to think about that. Are we feeling our feelings, or are we aiming our wounds? And as an example, have you ever had someone who is deeply wounded on some level? Could be just in relationships. You know, you're in a new relationship and a person does something, and you know, you still have a wound from a previous relationship where you were deeply hurt because this person had certain characteristics and certain things that they did that hurt you on the inside, hurt you physically on the inside, mentally, emotionally on the inside. And then somebody else comes along and it triggers that emotion. So that's kind of what he's talking about. Are you feeling your feelings, or are you aiming your wounds, meaning you're spewing them out at someone else, right? So just be mindful of that. That's just something to think about. I found that interesting because it really kind of tied into the message that I was picking up about all of this trust issues. We are also going to be working through energy of recovery this month. Could be recovery from anything. Could be recovery from, maybe you've had surgery and you're recovering. Recovery can represent a bunch of different things. Could represent recovery from, giving up an addiction of some kind. There's also going to be a reset energy this month. I don't know, they didn't give me real specific examples of these energies, but I was told that everyone would be feeling something on the level of these four that I'm going to share with you. The next one is very high emotion. Now that to me makes total sense. We are being pulled into a war, you know, and we have absolutely no idea what's going to happen and how things will escalate. They're talking now about reinstituting the draft here in the United States so that they can just pluck our children right off the, you know, from us, you know, within that age group. But still, they're very young people, right? That they're going to have us go fight a war. So that brings up a lot of issues, a lot of high emotions. And then the last one was more of a message of guidance, right? A message of guidance. And that is self-care. You really need to work on self-care. And the reason why is because we are energetic beings, for one. We do have a tendency to give a lot of ourselves away. We give a lot of our energy to our job, to our families, to our relationships, to our friendships. So we're constantly giving out, right? And what Spirit is telling me is that many of us lack self-care. Many of us lack getting a good night's sleep. Many of us lack just recharging our batteries. Okay, so those are energies we will be working through this month. And the last thing that they gave me was, and this one was an interesting one, they gave me homework to give you. Now, you don't have to do this homework, but I found it interesting, and I'm actually doing this. And that was really tapping into the moments in the whole month of November where you feel love, joy, and inner peace. And what Spirit showed me was just jot those things down on a sticky note or, you know, a little piece of paper like this. These are my notes that I take when Spirit gives me stuff so I can do my readings for y'all and share that information from Spirit. And what they're saying is every time that you feel joy or you feel an emotion that just brings you right up, right? Because this is all vibration. This is all vibratory energies. And love, joy, and peace are energies that take you into that higher vibration where you're not competing with those lower energies of war, conflict, disagreement. Because they showed me that there's a line being drawn in the sand. And we are being kind of manipulated into making choices as to, do we agree, don't we agree? Red, black, white, like we're really having to pick sides is basically what Spirit is saying. And Spirit wants you to resonate in that higher octave frequency. And so one of the ways that you can recognize how much of your energy is high compared to how much of your energy is brought down because of the stuff that's going on the planet, that is surfacing from the planet, which are many things that we cannot control in our day-to-day lives, but it does impact us. Absolutely, there is horrible things happening right now and have been happening, right? Starting with the Ukraine war. And actually, there's always been conflict on the planet through the ages. So the whole point was so that every time that you feel love, joy, or peace, you put a tick. And then at the end of the month, you can actually visually see, one, how committed you are to the exercise. Two, how committed you are to yourself, to recognize when you're in this higher state of vibration or when you're in this lower state of vibration, right? So it's really an interesting exercise. And so I shared that with you, and you can decide what you want to do. Okay, so those are all the messages that Spirit shared with me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull cards from, I got a new deck called the Shaman's Dream. It's an oracle deck, so I'll pull a card from there. I'm also pulling cards from the Archangel Oracle deck that from Doreen Virtue, because I've been working with the Ascended Masters as well as the Archangels, specifically for these readings for this month. That's been my guidance. And then I will pull your cards. At the very end, I'll pull your 5 main things. And I've been holding, this is called a Super 7. It's just a small little stone. It has amazing energy though. It has 7 different high vibrational energies within this stone. And I do a lot of meditation with this stone. It feels really comfortable and it vibrates for me. It doesn't really it looks kind of a grayish green color, but for me, when I am holding it, it vibrates at this high level of purple. And purple is my favorite color. So I actually really love it. Okay, Leo, let's get started. Now, let me put my glasses on so I can see what the cards are. And by the way, thank you so much for being here. If you've been supporting my channel for a while, I love adding your energy to my readings. I hope you're getting a lot out of this. And your first card is Root Girl, the disowned self. I've gotten this card before for another group, and I know what this card is about. This card is about, so this is a tree. This is representative of your life, you as the tree of life. And this child is sitting at the base of your tree. And this child is unloved, unrecognized. So basically what the message is about doing some inner work on your inner child, accepting your inner child. And I know that you probably have heard, people talk about their inner child wounds and all of that stuff. It doesn't necessarily just mean this lifetime. It could go through many lifetimes. There could be lifetimes that you've had that you died as a child and you're carrying those wounds with you because you haven't worked through it, haven't cleared it, whatever it is. But this is an opportunity for you to really think about that. And then your Archangel, oh, you got Archangel Michael. You are safe. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. This is a great card. He is the warrior, definitely is. You can call on Archangel Michael at any time, and he and his legions of angels will always come to help you. He will never not answer. When you feel that you are in the most vulnerable place that you've ever been, if you call on him, I'm telling you, you will feel his energy, because I've experienced it. I love that card for you, Leo. Okay, so now let's pull some cards for you. I'm using the Light Seers deck. I have 2 of those, by the way. I have this larger one, which is I'm going to pull your main cards with, and then I have the smaller one that I'm going to pull your clarifying cards with, so we get deeper insight. So Spirit, what do our Leos need to know for the week of November the 5th through 11th, 2023? And again, Spirit keeps telling me that even though this is a focus for that week, this is really a timeless reading. So anytime that you come across this reading, if you come across this reading after November the 11th, this reading is still for you. Spirit has told me from the very beginning of when I decided to start doing these readings that there are packets. I don't know how to explain it. Packets of information, packets of downloads, packet of light that are being shared with you from the angels and from the God of your heart, really connect you. which is why I feel that it's such a lovely thing. Hopefully that our community will grow, because the more that grows and the more beautiful energy is added to that bigger collective, right? Okay, so for your strengths, we have, oh wait, I haven't divided the deck. For your strengths, we have the Three of Cups, helping Henry, the Strength card, which represents you, by the way. So you are very well represented in this reading. Strength. And then your opportunities is the Ace of Wands. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull clarifying cards. So I have all your cards out. What, can you please clarify these cards for us, please, Spirit? For Leo, for the week of November 5 through 11, we need the highest and best information, highest clarity for their path. Okay, here we go. Oops. Okay, fire. So our fire energy are wands. We do have the King of Wands, which does represent, do we have the King of Wands? No, sorry. We have the King of Swords. Okay. Okay, Leo, here we go. So for your opportunities, we start off with the Three of Cups. For me, this is your soul tribe. For me, this represents the people in your life that are not necessarily family, but could be family. But these people who are the very closest to you, the ones that you would do anything for, and those that would do anything for you, they've always got your back, okay? So I feel as though you need to spend some time with those people. Show them the expression of your love, whatever that means. You need to get together with them. It's kind of like a rebirth, a regrowth, a reset in a way, right? This will just reset your energy. Very positive card. Okay, and then your Three of Cups was clarified by the World card. The World card shows me that you are in a very big ending period, meaning on a spiritual level, you have already gone from the Fool, which is the very first card in the major arcana, to the World, which is the very last card of the major arcana. This is very big. This is a card about harmony. It's about balance. It's an energy about a perfect endings. It is a card of peace, right? This is a card of spiritual awareness. This is about integration. So this card right here, as you can see, she's quite happy. She does have divine energy coming down into her crown. But this is showing me that you have completed a very big karmic cycle, a very big cycle in your life, and now you're going to be taking your next step. So in a way, I kind of look at our spiritual growth as steps like on a ladder, and now you have graduated up to that next level, okay? That doesn't mean you're done. You're never really done. You're constantly working on it. And then you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of mystery, but she is also a card of high intuitive knowing. She just channels that information down. She knows how to manifest. She knows how to create abundance. She knows how to do all of those things, but she's very much in her spiritual space most of the time. That's where she resides. She knows how to work with the beings from the other side. She knows how to work with the beings on our side. She knows how to integrate the truth. She can easily go through the veil. She can easily access the higher dimensional realms. And this is the energy I feel like you're really starting to really pull in for yourself, Leo, is this inner knowing right here. And then you have the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving energy in the deck, besides the Chariot card, which you don't have a Chariot here. But this Knight is all about taking action. And this is a mental exercise. So whatever is going on with you, he is definitely going towards his dreams. He's already plotted all of his plans as to where he's going. And I feel like your spirit, your higher self, is guiding you forward. And so this is a card of trusting, right? Again, you are safe. Michael's always got your back. So go for your dreams. Go for your dreams. Whatever it is, the big dream that you're looking for, now is the time to start taking those steps. Don't hold back, because Spirit is telling you, you got to do it. Well, you don't have to do it, but it is an opportunity for you to do it. Okay, so your next column is what is helping or hindering you. And by looking at the cards, I feel like this is all helping you. Your first card, of course, is representative of you, strength, inner willpower. This is the ability to really concentrate, to really focus, to go inward, to recognize that all of the things that you've been through your whole life, all the ups and downs, all of the painful things that you have endured, all of the things that have gotten you here, is because of this card, Leo. And as you can see, she's morphing into your Leo energy. This is a beautiful card. She is clarified by not only the Queen of Swords, but also the King of Swords. So this right here are divine counterparts, right? These people right here could represent you as a couple. You as a couple, if you're in a relationship. This could represent your mom and dad. This could represent your aunt and uncle. This could represent people that you work with very closely. Maybe you work for some type of a family enterprise, right? With the husband and wife that run this business. They're very business oriented. They're very laser like focused type people. They're very good communicators. They excel at communication, but they don't mince their words. You know exactly where you stand with both of these individuals. The other thing about them is that they really like facts. They like for you to be able to give them explicit reasons why you came to a conclusion that you've come to, or how you came up to. They always want to know the whys, right? They want to understand the whys. That's the way the Swords folks are. This is how they express. This represents Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy right here. So these two individuals are in the center of your reading. Somehow or another, they are going to make an impact on you, help you in some way this week. And then the other card that is here that is clarifying that is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a fire energy, but this card is the card of persevering, meaning you're coming very close to completing something, but you're very tired. This is kind of the wounded warrior kind of energy of this Nine of Wands. And basically what it's saying is you've expended all of this energy to get to where you are, but don't stop. Keep going forward, because you're so close to getting to the 10, which is the ending of this cycle. So that's a beautiful card for you. Then your next column has to do with your opportunities. And the first card is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands does represent Leo energy because it is fire, but this is also a seed. This is an opportunity. This is something that's going to come in and give you some clarity. It's going to give you clarity about your passion, could be clarity about your intuition, because if you look, this is her third eye is being activated here. So you may be bringing more information forward for yourself, and you may be you may be, as feels like this is a new step or a new path. This could very well put you into a quandary as to whether or not to trust the information that you're getting. And my response to you would be, write it down. Always journal when you're starting a new practice, especially if it's a spiritual practice. Then you can go back and look and see how accurate you are with these new inspirational type of energies that are coming in. This could be something that comes in and quite motivates you. The thing about the aces is that on the Rider-Waite deck, the person is being handed through the clouds, and it's supposed to be the hand of God is giving you this wand, right? And that wand, then you have to take the wand, you have to accept it, you have to recognize it's an opportunity, and then you have to nurture it. And that's kind of what this is. This is an opportunity for you to look at. You have this Knight of Wands right here, which is a clarifying card for you. This Knight of Wands is the fastest moving knight. This one takes action. She has a lot of spontaneity. She has a lot of good ideas. She is very inspired. And the thing about this card is once you get this opportunity, this card is telling you got to run with it. Okay. You have this Two of Swords, which represents, the Two of Swords energy represents limited thinking. It's either this or that, right? Or it's yes or no, or it's black or white, or it's whatever. But in reality, this is actually asking you to expand your limited thinking here, to expand your options. And if you look at her, she does have a blindfold on because she's limiting her own self-beliefs. And she's got these birds that are tied, that are like going all around her crown here, chirping in her ears, trying to give her information, and she's fending them off. So basically what this card is you can, reach up, take off the blindfolds, and just look at life in a new way. And that's basically what this card is about. And then you have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is all about a new opportunity of love. So I don't see other cards here that represent, like, I don't see the Two of Cups, I don't see the Lovers, but there is an opportunity here for you to be able to find a new romance, because that's what this person is. This is a new opportunity that may come in for somebody that you may be interested in dating. This person is very much heart-centered. They speak from their heart. They wear their heart on their sleeve. They're one of those types of individuals that believe in romance and deep romance, and they like to sweep you off your feet, kind of energy. If it isn't about a romance, because maybe you're already in a romance, maybe you've been married for 40 years, who knows? If it isn't that, this Knights are also can also represent waiting for some type of a message from someone you love or some kind of communication. But this card is telling you to take action, right? All the Knights are take action, stop talking, take action. And if this person comes into your life, you are safe. Do some inner child wound healing. But go for it. Why not? What do you got to lose? Okay, Leo. Now I'm going to pull your last 5 main themes to close out your reading. And the first one is an egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. I agree. Candle, you will be shown the way. And that makes sense because that's the first part of your reading, right? The first part of your reading was you're coming to a completion. You've completed a grand cycle as a soul. You're going to be really tapping into your high priestess energy. You're going to be embodying that. And then you're going to be taking action. And you will be shown the way. It's great. Then we have the bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Okay, that just kind of confirms our strength card. Basket, recognition and reward for merit. Success. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. Now that really confirms, that actually kind of summarizes this whole reading, actually, because really, in reality, the reading is all about you completing this karmic cycle, this completion of this cycle. This is giving you confirmation. This is validating your hard work, right? And now you're going to start your journey again, but on a higher vibratory level. So congratulations, Leo. You are doing the work. You are amazing. You are loved. You are safe. You've got spirit on your side. This has been a great message. I hope that this has resonated with you. Again, please like. It's so important because for whatever reason, the algorithms, blah, blah. But most important, if you are not a subscriber, I would love to add you to my subscriber group and become a high vibe tarot tribe with me. Thank you so much for being here. Take very, very good care of you. And until next time, enjoy your week.